Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. And I want to say once again how I appreciate each and every one of you who decides to stay. It's not something that I take lightly. I wish more would decide to stay, but if you do decide just to hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. And of course, liking and sharing also helps a lot. I just want to clarify something. You might have noticed that I put on a PayPal account on my description box. This was a request by one of my subscribers, and by no means feel any obligations. It's just that it was a request, so I opened that PayPal account, and this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about it. Anyway, these cards are completely new, and I'm very excited to use them because I waited for them for a long time, and I actually already bought them. And I have another deck, but when I got that deck, I saw that although it had 78 cards, I had one card missing and one card was double. So I couldn't very well use it, so I ordered it once again. So if any of you want the deck and or maybe is just has the deck and just misses some cards, I would love to send it over. Anyway, this deck is called the Druid Craft Tarot, and it is so beautiful. You'll see the cards, so you'll see what I mean. And what is the subject of our reading today? So not a lot has happened since the famous Congress letter. And the only thing that I found today was that Mrs. Harkle wants to start a competition with Gwyneth Paltrow and open her own website like the one that Gwyneth Paltrow has. I think it's called the Goop, and in which she is selling all kinds of things like soaps and candles and other things, cosmetics as well. So I was wondering how is Gwyneth Paltrow taking this? And I will only do a small reading because these cards are so huge, and I will do I will take 3 cards, but I will try to get the story behind it. So each card will stand on its own, and it will be like past, present and future, but with only 3 cards. So let's see what we get. So first, of course, I'm going to clear the cards. These cards are huge for my small hands, and I'm going to ask the question. So how does Gwyneth Paltrow feel in regard to Meghan Markle wanting to compete with her on the website? How does Gwyneth Paltrow feel towards Meghan Markle wish to compete with her? How does Gwyneth Paltrow feel towards Meghan Markle and her wish to compete with her. Okay, I hope it's shuffled enough, and let's see what we get. So the first card will be our past position, and we'll see how does Gwyneth Paltrow felt in the past. And we get the Princess of Cup. Now the Princess of Cup is like the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is the one that first of all a very young energy, but it is also someone who is the artist. And this is something that, okay, we know about Gwyneth Paltrow. She is an artist, she's an actress. So this is a very good card that represents her. She is the artist, and she can manifest herself by art, and she is very creative. And this is of course in the past position because it is something that is true all the time. It is something that is it's not only in the past, it's also in the present, but this is the core essence of Gwyneth Paltrow, that she is the artist, and that is why she is so successful in her blog as well, because she is such a good artist. And the present is like the present threat that Meghan Markle is putting on her, and we get the Prince of Cup, and the Prince of Cup is like the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is the one who fantasizes, and this represents Meghan Markle's tendency to fantasize, and she fantasizes that she can compete with Gwyneth Paltrow on the same level. She thinks that she can open her own blog like the Tig once was. Now, I don't know about you, but I never heard about the Tig before I heard about Meghan Markle, so maybe it was successful in a way, but it wasn't as successful as Gwyneth Paltrow's website is. Everybody knows her website. So this is Meghan's fantasy that she can actually compete with Meghan Markle, and this is the present. And let's see what the future gives us. And the future is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is the queen that wants everyone to think that she is the idealistic, the one who thinks about society, sacrificing her own family, sacrificing her own relationships in order to help the environment or to do things for the climate change and stuff like that. So this is how Meghan wants to be seen, and this person is also a workaholic. Now we know that Meghan is not a workaholic, so in the future she will try to make herself seen as someone that she is not, and people will see right through her, because you cannot keep on facade for a long time. And as you already saw, I think, in the letter and everything else that she did in the past, that her lies are coming out very, very quickly, and she is she never manages to actually go on with her lies, because people have a very good memory and they find out her lies. So this deck is the Fairy Oracle, and it is a good deck for advice, and this is advice for Gwyneth Paltrow on how to act with the threat that Meghan Markle is thinking she can pose to her own empire. So what is the best way for her to act towards Meghan Markle? What is the best thing for her to do? So let's see what kind of advice the fairies can give Gwyneth Paltrow. So I'm just starting with clearing the cards. They're quite sticky, so it's hard to shuffle them. And now I will ask for an advice for Gwyneth Paltrow. An advice for Gwyneth Paltrow. An advice for Gwyneth Paltrow. Okay, so let's just open the deck, and we have the Green Man's Door, a portal to fairy, Wheel of the Year, galactic, and Gaian entry point. Now this says nothing to me, so I will open the book and see what does the book say about this. And let's see, it's number 40, and number 40 is okay, so you are about to pass through a potential doorway of time. Thus, you will soon have access to other dimensions and realities, including that of the fairy. It is time to consider becoming a walker between the worlds. Okay, so this is some kind of divination, meaning that for Gwyneth Paltrow to do things like walk between the worlds, and the only sorry, I lost the word. The only conclusion that I can get from this card is that the advice that they give her is to walk between dimensions and walk between the worlds, and that means that just not pay attention to that, to this this potential threat, because this potential threat is not really a threat, and maybe to expand her own ventures and do more things, and this is what walking between dimensions means. But this is just the way I see it. So at any rate, I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and write me a comment, and also write me an email, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.